Hello and welcome to Cricket Countries live analysis of the second test between India and England. I'm Kaustuv Mehta and with me is editor of Cricket Country, Abhishek Mukherjee. The news from the middle is India have won the second test by 246 runs and take 1-0 lead in the 5-match series. India won the toss and elected to bat first. The track was dished out which would assist both the teams. So Virat Kohli elected to bat first. Abhishek, talking about Cheteshwar Pujara, he was dropped in the third test match against West Indies. He was dropped earlier as well. He was asked to prove his mental timing again. He was dropped due to his strike rates. He comes back to India, becomes the highest run scorer in the India-New Zealand series. Again, starts the England series with 100. Follows it up with another 117 in the second test match. How crucial has he been at number 3 for India?
This is probably Pujara is the kind of batsman probably right now, the kind of pace at which he is batting right now is the batsman India needed. The reason being that is at number 3 on home, you need to exert pressure, and for that to happen, you need your number 3 and 4 to bat to score as many runs as possible at a quick rate. I think at West Indies, Pujara was a bit slow, and he did not accelerate even after India took crucial first innings leads. But here, Pujara has been quick. We have noticed that since the New Zealand series, he is batting at a faster pace than usual, and here against England, he has been excellent. I believe this is the right balance.
Kohli in the post-match conference said that Jayant Yadav has been the positive of this match. Amit Mishra, took a bulk of the wickets in last match, was dropped. Yadav was picked. Just another all-rounder off-spinner, very good batsman. Scored over 60 runs in this match. Picked 4 wickets, 2 crucial wickets, one of Moeen Ali and Ben Stokes. Are you impressed with it?
Yeah, I mean,
obvious question, but still.
The first thing is Jayant Yadav is. People was a bit skeptic when India picked 2 off spinners when they had that leg spin option.
Yeah.
But at Rajkot, Amit Mishra's deliveries were coming slow off the pitch. I think Jayant Yadav bowled at the right pace. He is a different bowler from Ashwin. Ashwin is not your conventional off spinner. In fact, if you see the numbers, right-handers have actually not done. Left-handers and right-handers almost have an identical record against him. So I think, given the number of left-handers in the England lineup, Jayant Yadav was probably the better option. Another thing about Jayant is his batting. There are better batsmen. He's certainly not the best all-rounder, even in the Indian side. But the way he applied himself, especially against fast bowlers who have bowled short, he has his own way of leaving deliveries, getting inside the line of the ball and then letting them go. That is totally something we have not seen number 9 batsmen do. He also waits for the loose balls. He has the ability to play himself in again, which is more than what you expect from a number 9. So yes, I think a very good prospect for years to come. If the Mohali pitch traditionally assists pacers, but I somehow feel that this time the pitch will be different. In which case, Jayant will get another test.
India will play 3 more tests against England, 4 against Australia, 1 against Bangladesh. Of course, Jayant will get a lot of help in these conditions. But talking about Jayant in the long run, how do you see him? When India goes abroad, say in Australia, say in England, he's not a great spinner of the ball. Batting-wise, he's technically very good, very compact. But how do you see him in the long run in foreign conditions?
I think India have. It has been some time since India have won a test outside Asia.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is I guess the most important reason has been India have not bowled out the opposition twice in a test very often. Now to overcome this, I believe if India do not have bowlers who can take 20 wickets, the only option is to increase the number of bowlers by one. So they have to play 5 bowlers. And in that case, Giants will come in handy because Jadeja does not have a very good overseas record. I know that even Ashwin does not. But then Ashwin has started peaking over the past 2 years, during which India has not really played overseas. So Ashwin has not really been tested overseas since he has found his feet. So Ashwin and Jay will probably make a better overseas pair than Ashwin and Jay.
Moving on to England. England scored 500 in the first match, batted really well. They were not expected to bat this well. Coming to the second match, what do you think England should have done different? Of course, they lost a lot of wickets in the first innings. They could have batted well. They could have batted well in the second as well. But what different should they have done to at least draw this match?
Well, I believe they got into a shell too early. They remained in the shell too early. What Cook and Hamid was doing comes naturally to them.
Yeah.
So Cook and Hamid are both defensive batsmen. They have their strokes, but they have played the long innings at both domestic and given. Despite Hamid's short test career, we have seen that he can play long innings. The number of balls faced per dismissal is very high in domestic cricket. For the others, it's not the same. They are naturally stroke players. Probably they could have backed their own instincts. Unlike South Africans, who are probably the best fourth innings players right now. They can adapt very well and they back themselves to stonewall over a long period of time and have done that. This English lineup, a lot of them actually excel in limited overs cricket as well. They are natural stroke players. So probably they could have backed their stroke play a bit more. Having said that, England are down by a test, going 2 tests into the series. But then India were also 1-0 up in 2013, after the second test. That was also a 5-test series. So there's no reason England cannot bounce back.
The reports say that Broad has been ruled out. He took a 4 in second inning, bowled really well. He was disciplined. So who do you think should England go for? He's been injured. He's not certain about it. So given the Mohali track, should it be Stephen Finn and Jake Wall? If not Vokes.
If Vokes is ruled out, then one of them. I do not see. If there is space and bounce, I do not see. I am not very certain about Ansari's role. He is not exactly bowling the long spells. He is batting too low down the order to create an impact with bat. He bats a lot higher in domestic cricket, but batting at 8 or 9, doesn't really make sense for. For someone who neither looks threatening nor goes long spell to keep batsmen down. So I guess England will go in with, if Vokes is not available, ideally England should go in with both Finn and Paul.
England already have 4 centurions, but there has been one change in the armour. Ben Duckett has not been effective on these tracks. Talking about his footwork, he was not using his feet against spinners, not getting the pitch of the ball, hanging back. Scores of 13, 0 and 5 in the first 2 matches. England, on the other hand, have Balance and Butler in the ranks already. Should they replace him? Is it too early?
Probably not too early because we have seen Duckett in Bangladesh as well. Yeah. There was nothing spectacular. So, Balance did not do decently there, so I guess it's time to give Butler a chance.
So if Butler comes in, should he bat at number 4, or should Moeen Ali come up the order? Should he play around the right lineup?
Probably Moeen Ali is fine when he is batting, but maybe putting Ben Stokes at number 4 maybe a good idea.
Yeah.
After all, England have 2 men who can stonewall at the top. If one of them can anchor the innings, they have Joe Root at number 3. One can only expect that number 1, 2, and 3 won't fail simultaneously. If one of them sticks around, I guess England should come out with a positive frame of mind. We should have their best five batsmen in the series in the top five positions. If Butler really plays, why expose him to a situation where he is new in this season? So put him at six.
We often talk about Indian spinners when India play in subcontinental tracks. There were two other positives as well. Mohammad Shami and Umesh Yadav. Umesh Yadav especially broke that crucial partnership between Ben Stokes and Bairstow in the first innings, bowled a beautiful reverse swing. Shami this morning got the better of Joe Root. Virat Kohli has been using his pacers and spinners very well. From one end, a spinner, from the other, a pacer. How good the pacers were, especially Shami.
Shami, I guess if you are a good fast bowler, if you bowl intelligently, and if you put in that extra effort, fast bowlers can succeed on any pitch. Even if it's a flat wicket, they can from time to time provide that odd wicket-taking ball. And also, I mean, Anderson and Broad have shown that as well. Anderson, he's not as fast as he used to be. He's aging. He's probably carrying an injury, so he cut his pace down and used his wrist to great effect. He was deceptive, and generally he varied both his pace and his length to great extent. He also got the ball move and to straighten without any visible change of action. So these are things, and from time to time, Umesh and Shami both provided those wicket-taking deliveries. They even did that in Rajkot in the first session, where India put down 3 catches. I mean, had those catches been taken, it might have been a different story altogether. So yeah, India should persist with 2 fast bowlers. If the pitch at Mohali is something different, they may go in with the third.
Now talking about Virat Kohli, just another test match, just another Virat Kohli session. Scored a stunning 167 when they lost 2 early wickets. In the second match, as when he scored a wide 81 run knock, again losing wickets. He just got another man of the match. I know we have already exhausted our thoughts and our vocabulary because of Virat Kohli, but I mean, how are you really stunned? After every match, he comes up with something that keeps you started.
I think it was the approach with which he came out in the second innings, on the third afternoon, that actually decided the match.
Yeah.
Had he got into a shell, as we have seen Indian batsmen do in the past over the ages, I mean, had he got into a shell, things may have been completely different. But Kohli decided to play to stay natural, play his shots, and I think that innings of 81 put the target beyond England's scope. Otherwise, had England been chasing something around 300, they might have come out with a different mindset. They might have tried to change their approach. They might have tried to chase things down. They might have played their shots, which would have put the close-in fielders back and back. So, I mean, that innings of 81 carries more weight than anything else. It is more about the mindset with which Kohli played the innings than his consistency.
Now that we are talking about Virat Kohli, now there's a $1,000,000 question that I always wanted to ask you. Ravichandran Ashwin, who's playing only his 40th match, already has 22 fifers, already has more Man of the Series awards than Sachin Tendulkar than Sehwag. We have already spoken about Kohli. Do you think somewhere Ravichandran Ashwin is a bigger superstar than Virat Kohli in the longest form?
Bowlers are never superstars, especially in India. That has always been the trend.
But I mean, Kohli bats and then now leads the team. Ashwin has been doing everything. We have seen Ashwin struggle. We have seen Virat Kohli struggle in England. But somewhere down the line, do you think Ashwin is slightly better in terms of performance?
In terms of performances, probably yes, because Ashwin has 2 suits to back him.
Yeah.
But then again, Kohli's overseas batting records are also excellent. If you take out England, that has been the only chink in his career.
Yeah.
Ashwin still has to prove himself in major countries like Australia, Australia, yeah, it's still a major country. But then South Africa, England, New Zealand, Ashwin has to prove his worth.
Now last question. Mohali Test match. It would be a fresh start for England. They're 1-0 down. They were 1-0 down with 2 years ago as well. Do they need to change the approach, and what should India do from her test match?
Prepare a turning track and play three spinners.
Again,
India have to back their spinners. Both India and England have very, very deep batting lineups. India have Umesh and Shami, but England will probably still come up with better pace attack. The spinners are and have been making the difference for India, so I guess India should back their strengths.
So Curate before this test match said that it was 14 wickets. So are turning tracks 14 wickets in India?
This was not. See, this was a pitch where batsmen got runs. The best batsmen got runs. The good fast bowlers got wickets, and of course spinners decided the match. The match lasted 14 sessions out of 15. So it went down till the end.
Yeah.
The batsmen, bowlers, everyone had. There was something in for everyone. So this was not exactly an Nagpur pitch for the South Africa series. This had something for everyone.
I'm sure we covered all the bases. Again, India won the second test match by 246 runs, taking a 1-0 lead. That's it from us. We also cover the match in Hindi as well, so also check cricketcontinuity.com. That's it from us. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more updates. Thank you.